Hey guys, Blake here, and this is the tutorial on how to actually put your sniper model in a cinematic my way, I guess you would say. I mean, there's different ways. You could do a green screen or, whatever, but this is how I do it, and the only way I know how right now. I've only been using the sniper model for, a couple days now, but I'll give you my knowledge on how to put it in a cinematic. So you want to follow my first tutorial on how to, actually animate your character. I'll put the link in the description to the first video on how to, actually do that. But you have your sniper here that mine's walking, but yours will do whatever you selected it to do. And I want to put it in a cinematic. So you want to just take this green screen right here, this little green material, and you want to delete it. So that way the background will just be, nothing, black. And you want to select your cinematic. I'm going to use this cinematic right here. I think this is it. It's going to be this one, the same one that I used for the test, just for tutorial sakes. So I don't know any other way to take your cinematic and put it into picture form, I guess, like this. I'll give you in a zip file. I'll give you this, this video right here in picture form. If you don't have Sony Vegas, you'll need Sony Vegas, because this right here is the way I know how to do it. But in the zip, it'll have these pictures right here, and this is how you'll make a cinematic in Cinema 4D. It'll be a lot of pictures, 358 to be exact. So if you do have Sony Vegas and you want to use your own cinematic, then you'll just open up your Sony Vegas. Mine should open up pretty fast. I do have a pretty fast computer. And if you do want Sony Vegas, just search up YouTube videos. You can get it for free. I'm not going to lie to you. You can get it for free, but you didn't hear that from me. So your Sony Vegas opens up, and I'm just going to use another video for shits and giggles. Just this one right here. So you want to take your video and you want to drop it in, nope, not Cinema 4D, Sony Vegas. There we go. You want to drop it in, and then you just want to drag it down. I don't know how to use Sony Vegas that good. I use After Effects, but After Effects cannot make a image video, I guess you would call it. Just click yes, and then you have your video here, and that you can hear the sound from the video. And you just want to go to File, Render As, and name it whatever you want to name it. I'm just gonna name it. I'm just gonna name it blah blah whatever. Yeah. Then you want to go to Image Sequence. Down here, you want to click Image Sequence. Image Sequence. Then you want to click, whatever you want to do it. I just do JPEG. And then you want to click Render. Make sure you save it in a folder. Make sure you make a new folder, name it Pictures, whatever, and actually save these pictures in one folder. And then you just click Render, and then it'll it won't take long, and then it'll render out all the video in picture in an image sequence. And then you'll see here that I have mine, which I'll provide for you, in a folder. Make sure. Or you'll just have a bunch of pictures floating around. And this right here is what it'll look like at the end whenever you render it all out. It'll just be a bunch of pictures. Bunch of pictures. So you want to go to your Cinema 4D, and here you've already deleted your background. Just go create new material, and you want to double click your material. You want to click the box. You want to go to where you saved your pictures, which is going to be your cinematics, or you can use the one that I'm going to provide for you. Then you want to click the zero picture, whatever, the first picture. Click no. Then you want to click the box again. You want to go to animation, and then you want to click calculate, and then that will make your cinematic, and it's 30 frames a second. You just click X. Then you want to take your material and you want to drag it onto the background, and looky there. Make sure your render settings are, what I said in the other video, 1280 by 720 or 1920 by 180, I believe, and it'll be 30 frames. And here you'll have it right here where you want it, and you can add a plane or whatever. I don't really know how to do that right now, but once I figure it out, I'll make another tutorial on it. So now you want to take your plane, I guess that's what you would call it now, and you would just want to move it to where you want it. I'm going to move it right here. I'm going to go around, and you want to size the model up to what it would be in real life. And I would say about right there. No, a little too big. That looks about right. And put them down. Well, I'm gonna go to the first frame because he's gonna be out of the shot. I should have done that first. And that's really, really small. How does that look? We want to, get our plane to about, the same as the floor. Make sure it's at the same angle as the floor, because when he runs or walks or whatever, you'll want him to walk across it as if he's walking across this floor right here. And I would say that's about right. I'm going to rotate it this way. There you go. And then whenever you scroll through, you'll see him actually walking along. After you render it out, it looks like it, pieces cut off and all that, but that's just Cinema 4D for you. And he walks as if he's just walking, and it looks like he's walking on the ground. And make sure he doesn't run into this thing right here, because it'll look pretty messed up if he just walks into it. Just make sure he's like walking along. Let's go back to the first frame. Just click play. Well, you can't see him. We want to be able to see him. There we go. I don't know why you can't see him, but after you render it out, it'll all be good. Just, you know, scroll through it. Make sure he walks where you want him to walk. And since, you know, we made it, you know, the actual floor, he'll, you know, gradually get bigger. You know, just like in real life, like he's farther away, so he's smaller. And then once he gets closer, he gets bigger. Just make sure he's walking in your direction. And then you are completed. This is the way that I know how. And once I figure out how to do it any better, I will. And it works really good with still just one picture. I mean, if you wanted to take a picture of this right here, and that be the only, you know, no motion in the back, nothing, just that one picture, and just have him walk along, I mean, that would still look good because you have, you know, the guy walking. But, you know, if you wanted to, you know, an actual video in the background, this right here would be the way to do it. And when you render it out, it looks really nice. Let's click OK. I'll let it render out and let you look and see what it looks like. It's gonna go really slow because I'm recording, but you can see that it looks just like the video game, just like you're playing the game, except for he doesn't just walk by. And you can add guns and all kinds of stuff. You could, you know, find a model on YouTube or wherever you search, and you could find like a DSR, or you can a pistol, anything you want, and have it put him in his hands or whatever. I was thinking about, I have a model for a parachute right here. And it actually looks like a parachute. I think it's the one from whatever your Max Payne or something. Parachute model. I don't have the picture anymore. That's poopy. I want to see what it'll look like if I use like the legs. Oh, the legs. There we go. Let's see what it'll look like. Oh, that actually looks really cool. That looks pretty cool. But then you could put like the soldier on the parachute and have him like, I don't know. I mean, you can do all kinds of stuff with these models. You can just search on YouTube for models, Cinema 4D models, and you know, they could probably tell you how to do them. You know, just like you're doing now. Watching a video on how to do a model. But this concludes the tutorial, and like I said, whenever I figure out how to do it a better way, then I will bring that to you, but this is the only way that I know how. Thank you for watching, and subscribe, like, and more tutorials coming. Thank you.